Oculus Rift, PlayStation's Morpheus, and now Microsoft's HoloLens. Is virtual reality really the future of gaming, or is this some half-baked idea that we haven't really figured out yet? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Jake Baldino for gameranx.com. Now every month it seems like we're getting a new story about how VR is the future of gaming, and how this company or this company is going to change everything and change how we play games. But is that really the case? Let's see what we have and break down some of the surface level problems that might arise. First we have the Oculus Rift. Now everybody knows about Oculus because it's the biggest thing and probably the best VR experience we do have. It started as a basement idea from a Redditor and then grew to be adapted by John Carmack from id, and then eventually bought by Facebook. Every few months we get new previews and hands-on of games on the Oculus VR, and we get new updated versions of the actual thing itself, but we still haven't seen a retail version, and it seems like we're not going to see one anytime soon. Now that Oculus has been purchased by Facebook, and that's a move that I actually have defended in the past if you watch me on the internet, it does seem like there might not be as much focus on gaming anymore just because of now Oculus is being considered as a huge open product that can make everything virtual reality. That being said, it does of course have gaming roots, and that is still what it is being most used for, but I think down the pipeline the future is much bigger than that. Will that scare some gamers away? Probably. It might. It doesn't bother me, but you never know. Not to mention the biggest hurdle that the Oculus faces that they are working to fix is the fact that it is a homebrew PC gamer device. You gotta be good with computers, you gotta have a powerful, beefy PC to hook this thing up, learn how to use it, and manipulate games to work with the Oculus. Of course, those things are poised to change when it becomes a consumer project, but my point is that that's not anytime soon. Then we have PlayStation's Project Morpheus, which was announced late last year and seems to be the most promising, seeing that it is poised and designed to work on PlayStation 4 consoles. It's going to be very interesting to see how this works, especially considering that, once again, Sony does not have a timeline for when they are actually releasing this thing. They're hoping this year, but probably not likely. It's going to be very interesting to see how well they integrate this, looking at how they have used the PlayStation Move and the iToy in the past to not the best success. Is this thing really going to change the way we play PlayStation 4? I don't know about that. Maybe it's leading to something bigger on the PlayStation 5 or whatever that is. Maybe it'll be a whole new thing. And then last but not least, Microsoft has announced at their Windows 10 event the Microsoft HoloLens, which is a consumer device that is poised to basically be your Windows 10 PC in your virtual world, which is super cool, especially if you like Star Trek stuff. And while it did show that you can play Minecraft and have it on a table and you can pick the blocks and stuff, it doesn't really seem like there's too much gaming focused for right now. That being said, Microsoft head Phil Spencer did say that they have been working very hard to integrate the HoloLens stuff into Xbox, but, you know, time will tell. Especially considering the HoloLens does seem to be like this vast, sweeping idea that isn't coming around anytime soon, even though that product demonstration video looks pretty damn sweet. But then again, to play both sides, remember the first Kinect proof of concept video? Remember how sweet the Kinect looked? Remember that kid who put his damn skateboard in the game and then started skateboarding? That was really cool. That never happened, and the same people that worked on that worked on this. It's a little food for thought for you. So now back to my broader question. Is VR the future of gaming? Is this the next thing we're going to see for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One? My gut is telling me a little bit of yes and a little bit of no. While we do have the PlayStation Morpheus that does seem to be very well integrated with PlayStation 4, it might just come off as a thing that you look at. It might not be much more than that. Of course, feature-wise and actual integration-wise, Oculus VR seems to be the best thing because it has been around for so long, and so many developers have figured out how to get games going with that. And not to mention third-party extensions where you can put your hands into games, and you can use a treadmill to walk in the game. I think that's where the future really lies, and ultimately I think all that stuff hasn't been figured out yet. Right now, this whole VR thing is very vague. Right now, VR is basically a really cool TV on your eyes. I think the next real, absolute huge iteration, the Star Trek vision of VR, we're going to see for the PlayStation 5 and the next Xbox, which is crazy. One, because it just seems like we're not really there yet, and honestly, the mindset just doesn't seem there yet to go that big and that far because we're just not capable of it. Not to mention the Oculus Rift is running on some pretty beefy PCs, the way it renders things. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One might not be able to handle some of these big, advanced, gorgeous games running on a virtual reality headset. Presenting all that skepticism aside, having said that, I am very excited for the future of VR. The Oculus Rift I have played many times at gaming events, and it's really goddamn sweet. You've seen the previews, you've heard about how cool it is. It is actually as cool as people are saying it is. And Project Morpheus, though I only spent like 5 minutes of it, it seems nice. It seems like a nice peripheral, a little extension to the PlayStation 4. Maybe not revolutionary, but it's cool. And then really, that proof of concept video for the HoloLens is really goddamn awesome. While it's cool to have your Excel spreadsheets on your fridge and have your calendar and your Windows Microsoft pictures on the wall, it's gonna be really cool to do that with video games. So that's where I think VR is at for gaming. I think we're all really excited, but we aren't going to see it how we want want it anytime soon. I think this might be for the next generation of consoles, which sounds absolutely crazy, especially if you saw the video title and you're like, what? But like I said, I am really excited. The potential is there for so much awesome shit. I just love the future so much. But let us know in the comments what you guys think about virtual reality gaming. Do you think it's a gimmick? Do you think it's not worth the hype? Or are you like me? You're really excited, but you just don't think it's going to be there anytime soon. I want the full VR. I want to be able to run around inside a game. I want to live inside a game world. I don't want it to just be a second screen strapped to my face. It's very cool, but it's only the beginning. So like I said, let's talk about it down in the comments below. And as always, liking this video really helps us out. But the most important thing is subscribing. If you're new, we do giveaways and stuff all the time. We do topical videos like this and a bunch of lists. But as always, guys, I'm Jake Baldino. You can visit gameranx.com for more gaming news and reviews and stuff like that. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.